so just to take a quick comparison. But let's just take a quick look. Oh, she looks so much fun. But yeah guys, you see, so just in case the Maxpeed suspension doesn't work, we definitely have this here, the KYBs and the Nissan springs to put in the front. Alright guys, let's just take a quick moment just to see where she sits right now. That way we can appreciate how she's going to sit afterwards. So let's take a quick look on the gaps and everything that we have to show. Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Eddie. So I hope you're all doing all right today. I hope you're having a beautiful day, because over here in New York it is a sunny, beautiful day. And yes, I am already sweating, and I only been maybe like 10 minutes into this, pulling in the car, jacking it up, putting it on the jack stands, and I'm already breaking a sweat. But today what I have for you is part 2. We're gonna go ahead and try to install the eBay coilovers onto the 350Z. Now I know plenty of people have a clunky noise, so I did a modification to address that. Plus I want it to be comfortable as well, because I've had coilovers before and I know how some can feel. So after the epic fail of the rear suspension, which you can see here, I'm not giving up hope. I'm gonna try it one more time, because I already have the kit in my house to ship it back, and it'll just be a headache. So I created a little masterpiece for you guys. Yes, I should call this the Eddie modification for eBay coilovers, so that they can work. Alright guys, so let me see here. So before I show you my masterpiece, definitely take a moment to smash that subscribe button and like this video, because it is gonna be helpful and it'll provide you some insights on how to install it on the 350Z exactly. But if not, at the end of the day, you have something to fall back on that may potentially work. Let's see. Alright guys, so here we have it, and just so you can see, this is from Maxpeedingrods. So this is off of eBay. They do sell it on Amazon as well, but mine I got off of eBay. So first things first, over here you can definitely see that it's been greased up between the shim, the spring, and also the shim and the adjuster. I greased it up on both sides. Also over here on top we have the energy suspension bushing. It's actually called a coil isolator, I believe. I'll put a link in the description below where you can buy this one. Or take a measurement to whichever ones you may need. But yeah, I spent about a quick night before going to bed measuring out the coil, that way I can get an exact fit, and it fit pretty damn flush, let me tell you. So my measurements were spot on. But aside from that, between the energy suspension and the strut mount, we put the shim in the middle, greased it up as well on both sides. Following the pillow top mount, we went ahead and greased it up on the inside over here, also on the inside a lot as well, which is hard to see, but it is greased up for days. So this here should be able to combat any noise. Possibly, I'm hoping that it may ride like factory. Of course I want that harsh spring rate, but I don't want to lose the comfortability of the 350Z that it currently has right now. So this is my attempt to rectify that. And one last thing as well, I also changed out the nut that came with it. because the nut that came with it, it didn't have the nylon tube on top. So this here actually locks it into place. It's like a little clear nylon that's on top of it. So as you screw it down, it locks it into place. Yes, you can use thread lock, but I heard a lot of people, after a while this comes off. So this is my way of combating it. Worst case scenario, if this doesn't work for some reason, I may just go ahead and put the nut that they gave me and just put it on top of this as well to avoid any disruption over here. So yeah guys, this is my beautiful masterpiece. Okay, I set it to factory right now. Okay, then we'll drop it from there. So yeah guys, with all that said, I'm definitely hoping that this will be able to allow me to have the comfortability that I want, plus the nice stiff springs. Because at the end of the day, as you saw in my previous video with the Nissan springs, I'll put a link here as well. There, I installed some, they're progressive, but they're 600 spring rates. And let me tell you, it's like night and day. It's so amazing. Sorry guys, they're having a little parade out here, so excuse the little background noise right now. But yeah, that rear suspension was exactly what I was looking for. And I'm trying to do that with the front end now. And hopefully we can make that happen. Alright guys, so right now we're gonna start on a quick time lapse on the disassembly of the front suspension. And I'll see you guys soon. Alright guys, just pretend like you've seen the left side be done because it's way too small over there. I have like no room at all, so just pretend. But let's continue with the time lapse.
Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start shake? Do you feel the
Part 1 done. Alright guys, so we already know this car is severely damaged in any way imaginable. So, always a little pro tip, every time you're doing suspension or brakes, take a look at some components around. That way you can see what needs to be replaced next. Like in my case, I have this bushing that's bad. This ball joint right here is shot, as you can see there. We have the upper control arm, which is pretty much a dud as well. So yeah guys, that's exactly what I'm referring to. Like, this is why this car was so cheap. But always do yourself some justice. That way you can save your money long term. But not only that, you know what needs to be replaced in order to have top performance. So yeah, now I gotta go home, order a ball joint. The bushings I already have, so I'm just gonna pop them out and put in the new energy suspension ones. But we should be pretty much good to go now. So let's continue with the install. Wow guys, I just noticed the lower control arm is completely shot. Ugh. Yeah. Let's take a look. See? It's supposed to be in the middle, but it's all the way off to the right. And that's the bushing right there. Damn. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like I don't have the bushing, so. Let's pop it off, get to work. So, this video is going to take a slight detour right now. Yeah, unfortunately. I might as well just do them all. Alright guys, so just to compare the side that I don't show you, of course, because there's like no room over here. But let's take a look. So, if you can see how it's perfectly centered, the bushing is intact. This one is good to go. But the other side, it is completely ripped from the bushing. And is all the way to the right side. So now that I'm practically going to disassemble it, I'm just going to pop out the bushing and put the energy suspension ones in for now. Yeah, that's bad.
Did I give up? Was it too hard? Or was it too hard cause I just gave up? Just gave up. Did I sleep away the day cause I was tired? Or did I get tired cause I slept too much? Slept too much. We go up and down, we go up and down on this roller coaster ride, roller coaster ride. We fall back sometimes, we fall back sometimes.
Whew. Finally got that sucker off. But of course it was rusted, so I had to break it off. That was the only way it was gonna come out. Alright, so let's take this bolt off. And then we can pop out the suspension and take it from there. So we got our work cut out for us, guys. Today's gonna be a long day. Of course it doesn't fit. Boys, we are not getting a break today. You don't even know what happened right now. So this nut is not gonna come off. And that is gonna cause me to get a new upper control arm. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's get a good light. So as I turn this here, the bolt turns as well. Watch. Did you guys see that? So as much as I turn this, this is going to turn as well. So I'm not going to be able to take off the nut. You know, I'm glad I'm recording this because working on cars is not as easy as you think. Especially when you're working on like builds and restoring projects. Like, there's a lot of headaches that come with it. It's not always 1, 2, 3 as you always see on TV, and yeah. Alright boys, so after we got that bolt off, I went inside, ate a little bit, was gonna go to the gym, and then one of my cats broke something that's mine that I like a lot, and it bothered me. So I went to lay down, of course. I was like, you know what, let me see if this helps. It helped a little bit. But anyway, it's like 8 o'clock now, 8:37. I was like, alright, get my butt up, because we gotta go to AutoZone. We gotta get that bushing removal kit, just in case I decide to do that tonight and knock it out. But we are now here at the beautiful AutoZone, the store I hold near and dear to my heart, apparently. Always here. But yeah, guys, let's go inside, get that bushing kit, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so right now we just spent about $209. I got 4 items, all ball joints and hub bearing releases. Alright guys, but let's get out of here. Let's head back home, that way we can get this done, and then we'll take it from there. Oh man, it's 8:56 and somebody just got locked out. Poor guy, because it looks like he wanted to return some brakes. You know, lifetime warranty stuff. But it's none of my business right now. Let's head out. Alright guys, so where do we currently stand and why are we sitting here right now instead of working on the car? So after you just saw that little complication with that one bolt, because the ball joint just keeps spinning, and a lot of people have this issue. I had it a long time ago when I was young, but that piece right there was just one piece of the puzzle. So what I did was, instead I removed all the cotter pins just to make my life easier the next time I go ahead and work on the car. Plus I put penetrating oil on all the bolts, all the nuts. That way the next time we revisit the car, it'll be a lot easier to work on. But as you guys saw, the actual means for this video was to show you my Maxpeed suspension that I created to basically dissolve it of any clunks, you know, make it more comfortable. But of course that took a major detour when we saw the brothers and sisters of the suspension parts. Lower control arm, ball joint bushings, everything is practically failed. So with that said, of course we couldn't ignore that. We have to take care of it. And not for nothing, this is a performance build, so it's not just slapping things together just to put it on. And you guys know I love to do things right. So we're gonna create a short series of this suspension build, dismantle the entire front end, basically the lower control arm, the rear lower control arm, the upper control arm, the ball joints, the hub bearings. All that is gonna go all in one shot. And from what I remember when I was young in automotive school, my teacher taught me to grease up the ball joints, tie rod ends, you name it. He was like a master tech, let me tell you. Well, of course he's a teacher, but let me tell you, it's just like, this guy was Yoda to me. Like, whenever I would struggle, when I was first working on cars, he would come and bang it out in 2 seconds. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I could be struggling for days, and he would just come over and all of a sudden touch it and it's done. Like, what? So, yeah, guys, what I'm going to do with the suspension parts, I'm not going to replace the ball joint. I'm going to try to service it by tapping it with a grease fitting and filling it up with grease and getting some energy suspension boots to put above that way it can lock it in place and, you know, stay strong for a very long time. See, me, I had some good experience with energy suspension, and that is my go-to for boots, bushings, you name it. It lasts a very long time, even motor mounts as well. If you ever need to replace any bushings and you want to pop them out and replace them with some performance parts, I would highly recommend that you actually get some energy suspension parts in there. But yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and break it up. I'm sorry we couldn't install the Maxpeed suspension today, but it's gonna come in a later vlog. We just have some things to take care of at the moment, so definitely stay tuned for the future build that's gonna be coming up. I'm gonna make like possibly a short series on how to take apart the suspension, what to look for, how to replace and pop out the bushings, which will probably be the next video, come to think about it. Yeah, it's gonna be basically dismantling everything. But yeah guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just close out the vlog here. But yeah guys, if you enjoyed the insights at all, if you found this video helpful in any way, definitely give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button, join the vlogs, join the build. Let's have a good time together. And like always, think for the future, enjoy your present, and don't focus too much on the past. Peace.